What's up, guys, and welcome back or to the channel. First of all, it probably looks super weird because I am hatless at the beginning of a video. What is this? Second of all, here's our strut. We're gonna reassemble that in a few minutes here, show you guys what's up, how awesome that looks, and then we can get on to the next one. So at the in the last video you saw I did that, built my rack. Lift kit should be coming today. Look at what we're dealing with though. Of course, we're having on and off thunderstorms and severe weather alerts and stuff. So 6 inches of lift, I don't think I will make it out of this garage one bit, especially with this roof rack on here. I just don't think I'm gonna make it out of the garage. So I'm hoping it lets up a little bit. Worst comes to worst, maybe I go find a tent. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But also, in the last video, I was doing, you can already see what's going on here, but I was getting the rust bubbles gone on the Tahoe. They're gone, they're great, everything's sharp, but I did a spot repair instead of like a blend, a full panel blend. But what we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna blend it into the panel. We're still gonna do a spot blend, but we're gonna actually blend it into the panel, not try to blend it into here. The color was semi right. It was just, you know, the tape lines and stuff, you could just see it was just no. So we're gonna blend this into the panel here, and up here pretty much what we have is we've got this panel sanded down to 1000 grit about here. Usually on something like this you'd blend the door, the bumper, you'd kind of blend it all, and about here you'd kind of fan it out so your eyes don't get, you know, you don't really notice it. And over here I'm gonna have to go a little bit to the bumper, but like there I'm gonna try and, you know, keep it there, but we'll blend it out and we should be good. It just sent me back a little bit, but something we got to do. So we're gonna be taking care of that today, be doing the next strut today, painting all the other lift today, and then I'm hoping the weather holds out and dries up here this afternoon. Start working on this lift or whatever. The front ends of this, I'm really good at them. I've done so many of this kind of suspension Tahoe, not really any Tahoes before, but Silverado, it's the same front end. I know these front ends like the back of my hand, so those should go super smoothly. I've just never done the coil suspension before, so that'll be hopefully quite easy. Let me show you guys what the strut looks like put back together. Once you get it assembled, you put your strut nut back on there. A lot of people don't like using the impacts on these, but once it stops, it's tight. And then other than that, we can get our spring compressors off. Take that off. And then you have your customized strut. Honestly, I think this looks super good, to be honest. This looks sweet. You know, your own little custom touch. I know a lot of people usually do the spring, and now that I kind of did this, I wish I did almost powder coat the spring red too, and then put it back in there, because you do have it is breaking up with the black here and whatever, but it's still gonna look super good underneath here. Oh yeah, for sure. That's gonna look great, especially with our upper control arms here. Let's hold those up really quick. Oh yeah. But yeah, that's gonna look sweet in there. All the little custom touches. That's gonna be awesome. Well, alright guys, we're about ready to blend this panel in and get that all set up. However, we just got the best thing ever. It is about noon right now, so we're gonna be really pressed for time. However, our BDS 6-inch lift is here for our Tahoe. Not only that, our Fox shock showed up for our Tahoe. Our axle showed up for our Charger. This is gonna be nuts, and this is gonna be like a home stretch all put together. It's just gonna be crazy. I'm excited, but yeah, we're about to blend these panels in so we can start getting everything installed. It got me stone cold. Alright guys, we kind of got our lift kit hanging up here. We're going to try and maximize our time, so while paint was drying, kind of took everything out of the box and hung up that needs painted. There's going to be some stuff on the Tahoe that I want painted too, so we're going to have to rip this apart and then do that. But let's get the clear on these on these quarters and a little bit of the bumper, and then we'll get everything prepped and ready for our lift kit to be painted. We gotta disassemble the Tahoe, get some of those painted as well, like the lower control arms, track bar in the rear, and both sway bars I think is all I really need. We're getting there. It's gonna be a long day.
Wizard of Oz can undo what I've done. Completely out of luck this time. I'm stuck in reverse. I've gotta get away now, but I can't seem to take the lead. Oh baby, how could I know there was no second chances? Like dominoes, my luck got really scattered still. Find myself hoping that you'll find your way back to me. 'Cause I've been stone cold since you left me here.
Alright guys, well we got our quarters all cleared and done. I honestly didn't read the tech sheet, so the gun was spraying a little too hot and clear's a little runny, but it does look decent here. It honestly looks decently good in here. I just gotta do a lot of wet sanding. A little clear extra there. Coming up to here, gonna wet sand that. It's not really a hard line, just kind of a little, it's like a soft hard line, if that makes any sense. But gonna have to wet sand this, polish it out, and we'll be good here. Yeah, I don't think it's that bad. You're supposed to wait 24 hours for you to like wet sand and polish, but we may have to cut that a little short, do it about 12 hours. So once I'm done with the lift, I'll probably do all that. The sun's coming out, it's a blue sky. We're gonna have a couple hours here where we can really knock some things out and hopefully get a decent chunk of this done. For the front, like I said, I want to do the lower control arms. I may spray the front diff, I don't know. I've done, like I said, I did a whole bunch of these front suspensions forever, so front shouldn't be difficult. The rear's a little bit new to me. Look at these springs. I guess I didn't show you guys these. What's up, buddy? I didn't show you guys these springs yet, but look, these things are massive. Yeah, that's like my whole foot to way above my knee here. So these springs are massive. This Tahoe is gonna be quite large, especially with the setup we're doing in the front here. That going up 8.5 inches is gonna be nuts. Just the fact we're gonna be able to get our 35s on is gonna be unreal. Talk to the shipper, which I'm actually friends with the guy who got me to meet him, and now it's a big thing. I think we're gonna be so pressed for time that I think we might get this thing aligned in Florida. So we'll see on that. Alright guys, we are in the middle of that. While the Tahoe's drying, because it just rained and we're dealing with inclement weather every so often, I'm gonna go run and get more acetone so I can clean my guns out as I paint the lift, and hopefully when we get back the clear's dry enough that I can set it outside, and if it rains it doesn't matter. So that's what we're doing. Alright guys, as you can see, the rear end is torn apart, and there's a reason why I didn't film any of that, because one, not that important, but two, look at what we were racing against. Yes, and it's storming pretty bad. However, we've got all the factory parts off that we wanted to be painted. Honestly, I was up in the air about the lower control arms, but if I did that, the axle would be super loose right now. I gotta have to deal with a whole bunch of stuff. It probably would fight me going back together. So, in this moment, I think the lower control arms will stay black, the uppers will be red, some other stuff will be red, including our sway bar, our end links, and all this other stuff is about to get painted. Yes, everything on my little apparatus here is somehow balanced correctly, because if you put anything else on this hook or that hook or the other end hook, everything tips. So everything's like perfectly weighted on here. So let's get to painting so we can get this stuff all dry and we can put it on. everything's turning out super well. All the parts are, you know, I just painted. I ran out of my first quart of paint, and we've got everything up to our strut. So part of our strut we ran out. So pretty much we have a knuckle, bracket, control arm, and sway bar end link. I'll probably do a second coat on everything, honestly. However, I made a huge mistake, like a huge mistake. We've got a gallon of this red paint. Well, I guess 2 gallons because we got the one coat and the second coat. Well, we got literally a gallon of this color. And I probably could have bought it and did it everything with another quart, but I guess better to be safe than sorry. The paint does go a long way, like a long way. If I bought this gallon, I could probably do the whole Tahoe. But anyway, kind of a mistake, but whatever, we got extra. I'm gonna shoot all these again, and I'm gonna continue hitting those. This stuff's, it's so hot outside, this stuff is drying like this, so we should be able to get this stuff installed super soon. We got the first coat down on everything. It looks good. That BDS plate looks amazing. Knuckles look great. Cross members look freaking sweet. Everything is coming together. Our strut's looking great, and everything else. So what we're gonna do now, we got our second layer loaded in the gun. Honestly, this time, what I found is you don't even need that much of the second layer, so we might just do one coat over everything. I did just paint those on the vehicle. I just decided to do that. I hit those really quick. I crawled underneath there. It's raining. I'm soaked. I'm sweaty. I'm hot. And yeah, so we're gonna do this. It should dry super quick. Then we can get our clear on. And while we're getting our clear on, we're gonna go and touch up the frame, do all the other stuff, and start reassembling.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes.
Alright guys, so we got the first and second layers done. When I shoot the clear, it's gonna get super foggy in here, and I'm not trying to ruin this lens. I've ruined enough cameras and enough lenses with the clear coat. Because it's gonna be spraying so much clear in such a little time. Probably gonna leave you out of this, but I'll show you guys the complete results. Once we get those done and it hardens it all, I mean, we can literally get this lift kit on. I may, honestly, I've been underneath the Tahoe a couple times already in the rain, so we may just, you know, work through it. At least get the rear done tonight or something, or get the rear done, take apart the front. We'll see what we can do, but yeah, I'm gonna shoot this clear. I'll check back with you in a minute. So guys, we got all the layers of paint done. We got the first, second, and the clear. Everything is looking mad sharp, as you saw. Now, I thought this rain was gonna let up. As you can see, I am just soaking wet because I was outside painting that under the Tahoe. Honestly, I'm probably gonna get out there, take those shocks off, get our Fox ones installed off of a Ram 2500, get those installed. And honestly, I could put our springs in. I could probably put our sway bar back on. Other things like that. Everything is almost dry. It is almost dry. We have like a little bit of it's still just a hair tacky, so I don't want to like put full force on it just yet. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get out there, start tackling a little thing here and there, and hopefully we can get the rear done tonight. That would be like the biggest goal of mine. And if I could get the front up and mostly disassembled, that would be super sweet. It's been a long day, long night. It literally was pouring until now. It just finished raining. I tried to film as much as I can from in the garage, but like the other side and stuff, you couldn't really see a lot. It's been a wild night, but I've been outside in the soaking rain. My pants are wet, my shirt's wet. The rear of the Tahoe is done. I'm gonna show you guys that in a second. I'm about ready to bolt the tire on. First of all, this thing is massive. Yeah, second of all, we are missing one CV axle spacer. So if it was a 6-inch lift, I would probably just risk it for the biscuit here, but considering we're going way up with it at about 8 inches, I don't think it's gonna make it. So I'm just trying to figure out an alternative for a CV axle spacer, or maybe we don't do the leveling kit on top of everything. I don't know. Trying to figure it out, but I'm about to bolt the tire on here. This is crazy. So first of all, that looks sick. Second of all, I went to go lift these wheels up, and what do you know, adding more insult to injury, especially with today, no CV axle, just it raining all day. The wheel weights, I don't know, they fell off. So it frustrates me. If I were to balance a new set of wheels, anytime any customer, you use Pro Bond, you use the right weights. I don't care what you say. I spent a lot of money for, you know, obviously the sensors and the labor to mount and balance these tires. Really frustrated. Honestly, I seriously cannot believe it. I even asked the guy, I said, did you Pro Bond the weights as soon as he picked them up? Like, he picked them up. He goes, oh, no, the wheels are new, they'll stick. And in my head, I'm saying, nope, they're not going to stick. That happens all the time. Pro Bond, people. Clean your surface before you put stuff on there. So I cleaned them, and I put them back on there in a location I hope is right. It's super dark on the other side, so I'm going to put that on. I'm sorry I'm not, like, filming so much, but it's very hard when it's dark and raining out. So put the other side, and then we'll let it down and we'll see how big she is. Both wheels are on. I'm gonna drop it down. We can kind of see how high it is. If it's like anybody, like this is already pretty big. It's only like a 6-inch lift, so we'll see. Huh. That's nice. That's really nice. That's a good height, honestly. And for an SUV, wow. I'm just trying to picture the front up where we're gonna be. So this thing is probably gonna be really big. But yeah, so rear end kind of went together. Kind of easy. I gotta put all the track bars in. You do that on the ground. So I'm gonna put that track bar in. Probably gonna do all that stuff in the morning, and we'll do that early, and we'll tackle the front. Trying to figure out the situation with that CV spacer. I don't know. I've been calling, see what I can do, see if I can order one. I'm gonna call places in the morning, see if they have a Silverado or a Tahoe lift kit in stock, see if I can borrow it, order them, get them shipped somewhere, and throw them in Florida. I don't know. Everything's kind of up in the air right now, so gonna figure that out. But we'll just catch you back in the morning. We'll do the front. All right, guys, it's the next morning here. If it couldn't get any better, the power's out from probably a storm last night, so there's no power. It is supposed to dry up, and we are supposed to have sunny weather, so it'll be good for us. I am like really exhausted. My whole body's like just tired. My fingers and everything are just swollen from actually doing a lift kit for the first time in forever. We're gonna try our best here. The only reason why I really need that CV axle spacer in there is because four-wheel drive on the beach. So I could probably make something work, and I don't know, but also like we're gonna figure something out. I might be able to get a spacer shipped to Florida and just throw it in when we get there. So I'm gonna see what we can do. But I got the front wheels off, and we're gonna start tackling this. So we just got the driver's side apart. Now, if this was brand new, like right off the factory line, I could probably do this front end completely in 20 minutes if it was on a lift and I had my tools on a cart. But considering it's like a 2012 and we've got just everything's game used, and I'm dealing with, you know, the concrete and ground and stuff like that, it took us about 40 minutes to get this all apart. I did note that you can reach the upper strut mount in the Tahoes from under the hood. Silverados you can't, so this is great. I love it. Yeah, 40 footer is more than just for 40-inch tires.
Oh.
Myself about 12 times that we should put the skid plate on the trailer. So we don't have a skid plate, but whatever, because it's still hanging in the garage. We'll slap that on when it gets back. But yeah, guys, as you can see, we're missing the Tahoe and we're missing our Ram. So both of them are on their way to Daytona right now. I can't believe we just finished that up. This is the same thing that happened last year. Actually, it was for SEMA. We were finishing up my truck to get on the trailer to go, and it was like last minute, same thing, dark. It's crazy, but we finished up. Katie detailed the truck, looks super good. When we get down there, we're gonna wash the outside. I still need to polish and wet sand the Tahoe quarters. I may just polish the one side, and then when we get back, take care of the rest. I don't know, but we'll figure that out. I gotta polish the quarters, and I also have to get an alignment, and we're still missing the CV axle spacer, so we're either going to be running 3-wheel drive. I've been trying to locate one. It's going to get an alignment down there, and if I get an alignment, they might just throw the spacer in while they're doing it. We're trying to locate a lot of stuff here, but it sucks because nothing's in stock and all of that. But I know you guys didn't get like a full reveal of the Tahoe. You'll get that probably in Florida. I know I didn't. You kind of saw it, but you really didn't. This thing is probably just the coolest thing I've ever built, and I thought my truck was cool, and that's not me being like to myself, but I thought it was quite cool. And this Tahoe is just, it actually blew me out of the water. I didn't think it was gonna look that awesome. I was literally rushing to do this. I did this all in like 2 days. Started yesterday painting it, installed the rear, installed the front today. Everything, when it's a little older, as you can see, we did have to chop only the front of the bumper. I'll show you guys all the cuts. They're not the cleanest because we just hacked it so we can turn, but there's no rubbing, which is awesome, and that's exactly what we're going for. You guys will see the Tahoe and the Ram in Florida, Daytona. If you're there, come out and hang out. We'll probably be on the beach a lot. Whatever else, we'll be chilling, we'll be cruising, and that stuff. So come say hi. Katie and I will be out there, a bunch of our buddies and stuff too. So hope to see you there. If you guys enjoyed this video, shoot a thumbs up. If you haven't been here before, please get down there, click subscribe. I know you saw a glimpse of that Tahoe being sort of finished. Get ready for the full reveal. That was not English. Wait for the full reveal in Florida. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the support. I'll see you guys next time. I'm super tired. This seems like complete deja vu to SEMA, but we'll see you guys. I thought you were gonna finish it.
What were you saying?
I was just gonna tell them we'll see you in the next video.
We'll see you guys in the next video.
More energy.
Well, I can't.
Spit it. Say it, don't spray it.
Can we say it at the same time? Wait, let me get on your back.
Okay.
Ready? 1,
Yeah.
2.
All
And we will see you guys in the next video.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.